Hello guys, MikuChibi here. Welcome back to our Sword Art Online interactive video, and today we're gonna have a look at the news banner, the Artistic Autumn Selection Order, which is like kind of music theme or theater theme, right? So short about the banner itself, it is guaranteed banner. We do only one multi and you're guaranteed around 4-star within this theme, and you can see that there are the Artistic Autumn Selection Order, which is featuring like 24 skill record in this banner. We're gonna pretty much have a look at the skills and review them and then talk about if the banner worth to summon or not. So let's have a look on the skills. The first skill we're gonna have a look at is a Beauty String Alice, which is a path skill, and it has attack up 4, which gives you a flat 68 attack, and enhanced berserk 4 when the player is status element, poison, burn, bleed, etc. Attack plus 23, which is pretty old skill and not really being used. This thing here is pretty useless. You're rather using like Power Rise, Advanced Trooper, something like that, which is much better than this one. This enhanced berserk is conditional. You need to have status element on yourself to receive 23 attack, but with Power Rise you're receiving 20% attack, so Power Rise is much better than this thing here, so it's a bad path skill. Next one we have Entrancing Sound Lifa, and in my opinion this is a really good skill if you need crit buff. So it's an axe skill with Blunt the Dark. Switch gate is at 30, break gate is 12, pretty small. 920% damage to hit AoE, and it has hand downs 4 buff. 60 seconds, the critical rate will be increased a little the higher of the max HP. So if you want to receive 100% crit rate, you need to have at least 133k HP to receive 100% crit rate. So it is not bad, very good. The higher you have, the more crit rate you will get. And also it can also recover your HP when you're rushing, so it is a good skill, still good. Even though later in the content, in late game, you won't be critting that much, but early game, for those who are new, is still really good. Next up we have Afternoon Stroll Asuna, which is a rapier skill, Frost and Earth. Switch gate 55, break gate 24, which is not bad. 24 SP cost, 1000% damage if I hit AoE, string pattern 4, petrified resistance 70% for 10 seconds, which is not bad. And weakness defense 4, enemy defense minus 26% for 10 seconds, really good. And 1 slot bonus, attack plus 25 to enemy when using break. It is a decent skill if you need petrified resistance, and also have weakness defense 4 which reduce enemies defense, but there are better skills that does even better. There are skills that can reduce 100% enemy defense and petrified resistance. It depends if you're fighting enemy that does petrify, which can be good, but sometimes you don't really need it. Next one is All Amusement Koharu with a spear skill slash nerf. Switch gate 64, break gate 45, 28 SP, 1090% damage for hit AoE, Earth Dragon Demon buff, Earth element damage plus further 9% for 8 seconds, not bad, good for earth damage. Screaming 4 pattern, same as Asuna, petrified resistance plus 70% for 10 seconds, not bad. And bonus, raise 5 stack for all stacks buff that are on yourself. Pretty good bonus if you are fighting multiple enemies. If you're fighting a single enemy, if you're fighting a single boss, it's still fine, you're getting 5 stack for your stacking. And for rush, you're getting 5% attack. These are decent skill, good for weapon speed farming. Otherwise, you don't really need it that much. Next one, Precise Artist Asuna, which is a rapier skill, Frost and Earth. It has 40% switch gate, 17 break gauge, not bad. 880% damage if I hit AoE. Precise attack 4, critical rate plus 18% for 20 seconds, and has a bonus, all stacks buff effect to the enemy will be -2 in the number of stacks. The bonus is good, especially in GOG where the boss has stacking, and sometimes there are some other floors that also have stack defense. For example, floor 31, if you're fighting the Foxtail, this skill can be good, but it's mostly for situational. Awakening gives you another crit rate, 20%. It's a decent skill, but you don't really need it. The only thing you really need is the bonus here for your mod, which is good. Next one, Yuki. Unique Sense Yuki is a passive skill with Veteran Sword Technique 4, which is really amazing. Attack power increase with the own level times 0.17%, max 34. Basically, it scales with your level. Once you reach level 200, you'll receive 34% attack, which is pretty good. Enhanced Curse Rest 4, Curse Resistance plus 60%, really good. Overall, I would say this passive is really good if you don't have any Veteran Sword Technique, and if you maybe need Curse Resistance, it is really amazing. High resistance and gives you attack, really good. Next one, Cute Pate of Silica, which is a dagger skill / nerf. For the free switch gate, 17 breakage, too small. 1060% damage, 3 hits single target. Death Mark debuff, increased damage to enemy by X 1.1 for 12 seconds. Not bad, really good. Different scenario if you're playing support or if you can give it to Koharu. Even though it's a dagger, it's good for supporting all those mace DPS. Increase attack against poison enemy plus 20 for every 1 stacks. Still good. There are many other Death Mark skills that can perform better, but I'll say it's still really useful and a pretty good skill. Next one we have Argo, which is the Bohemian Pain Argo. Is a skill, blunt and fire. Switch gate 45, break is 26. 1090% damage for hit AoE. It has Find Weakness 4 debuff, finds enemy weakness for 15 seconds for a specific raid. The critical rate plus 18% to enemy that has their weakness found. This debuff is pretty useless most of the time. If you can crit, it's pretty useless. 18% crit rate, it's very small. Mountain of Bodies 3 buff, additional damage based on current HP for 30 seconds when hitting on switch. Decent if you're playing AA, normal attack, but as you know, normal attack is dead. No one's playing normal attack anymore. That meta is dead. This skill have been fallen off a lot, but you can still use it for weapon speed farming or wave clear. If you're doing Labyrinth, you can wave clear with this because it's AoE pretty strong, so it's not bad. Awakening, it gives you 5% attack, not bad. Cool Soloist Xenon is a bow skill. Frost and Fire is a mod skill as well. 84 switch gate, 53 breakage, pretty good. 1100% damage, 66 single target. Bonus damage plus 50% to enemy when you use a fire skill, good. When equipping one or more critical skill in the records in same set, plus 500 attack, not bad. More than regular increase in switch gauge. It is a decent bow skill. It is a mod bow, so good for farming floor 85, but there are much better mod there out there that has also fire element, frost and fire. This one, I'll say I don't like the animation, it's pretty slow. It has the fire flux animation, which is pretty bad. I don't really like it. Some people still use it when they're farming floor 85, but it is alright, I'll say. But there are much better fire mod for bow, so this one you don't really want. If you want stronger mod bow, which is fire, there are better alternative. Next one we have Supporting Tone Yuna, which is a shield skill, blunt and holy. 35 switch gate, 36 breakage, not bad. 310% damage single target. Enhanced Frost 4, damage done to enemy weak to frost plus 28% for 20 seconds. Bonus damage done to enemy weak to blunt plus 25%. Yeah, this is kind of weird. You have one that increase against enemy that's weak to frost, and then the shield does more damage to enemy that is weak to blunt, which is kind of unique. But there are no boss that is weak to blunt and frost, except for Chaos Showdown, the crab, level 135. That one has blunt weakness and frost weakness, depends on the phase. Phase 1 is blunt, I believe, and phase 2 is frost. So yeah, maybe it was used for that. But overall, I would say it is not the best, but it's good for Koharu though. If you're playing Rapier, just give it to Koharu. She will help you to give you weakness frost buff, which is good, amazing. Next, we have Energetic Rhythm Clane, which is a mace skill, blunt of water. 32 switch gate, 18 breakage, decent. 1130% damage to hit single target. It has a party buff, precise attack 4, party critical rate plus 28% for 20 seconds, weakness attack 3, critical damage plus 8% for 15 seconds. Not a bad buff, but there are better alternative, and when it comes to endgame, most of the boss you can't really crit unless it's UG, where you have to do a lot of crit buff. This can be decent, otherwise it is pretty bad. Rush, damage plus 15% when using switch, not bad. Next up, we have Passionate Season Leafa, which is a mod axe skill. Blunt and Holy, 50 switch gate, breakage 29, not bad. 1400% damage to hit AoE, 2 slot bonus, plus 50% to enemy when using Holy skill, good. When equipping one or more critical skill in the same set, plus 500 attack, good. This is a good skill for wave clearing during labyrinth farming, or if you're farming Chaos Showdown, the crab level 145, or if you want to farm the Drake on floor 91, it can be used there as well. It is still decent mod axe, but it's old, so we have already got more powerful skill, the much better mod skill that is Blunt Holy, stronger than this one. But if you don't have it, you can still use this one, it's still decent. Next one, Brave Song Kirito is a power skill and is a power rise, power 3. It gives you a flat 660 attack. It wind boost 4, element damage other than wind to enemy minus 50%, and wind element damage to enemy plus 36%. Good. Black Panther 4. When equipping one or more such skill in the same set, plus 20% attack. This skill is a power rise, and you know power rise is really good, but this is mostly specific for wind build. If you're using other element, you will have 50% less damage, and for your wind element skill, they will have 36% more damage. So it is only good if you're building wind set. Tune That Transcendent Time Yuki, it's a spear skill, Frost and Water, for a 9 switch gate, 21 breakage, not bad. 1300% damage to hit AoE, 2 slot bonus, attack rise 500 times of the number of Yuki skill in the same set, restore 2000 HP when hitting with the skills. Yeah, not the best bonus of course, it does require you to have more Yuki skill in the same set. When it comes to spear mode, yeah, they're not the best, there are better alternative that gives you better bonus. This bonus here is not the best, but still there are some good Yuki skill when it comes to spear, but most of her skill is mainly focused on sword, so yeah, it is a decent spear mod. Next one, Tune of the Journey Koharu, which is a dagger skill, slash and holy, 55 switch gate, 76 breakage, really good. 1140% damage if I hit single target, evasion 3 buff, evasion plus 8% for 10 seconds. Death Mark, increased damage to enemy by 1.1 for 12 seconds, really good for supporting your mage DPS or any people that does damage, really good. Increase in break gauge amount, which is why it has high break gauge, really good for breaking, and this one gonna be useful for this GOG because in the next GOG you will have slash break and also dagger break, so this one can be good. Rush, during rush critical damage plus 7.5%, good if you can crit. Next one, Survivor's Song Xenon is a bow skill, Frozen Earth, 28 switch gate, 20 breakage, and decent. 1200 damage to hit AoE, Blaze 4 buff, attack cost 20 per stack, will give you 3 stack for 20 seconds. So at max 99 you can receive 1980 attack, which is good, a flat attack, pretty high if you can reach to 99 stacks. Transforming Switch 4 adds a buff when using switch, your own evasion rate increased by 20%, 5 stack, 0.3% per stack, so basically at 99 you will have 29.7% evasion rate, which is not bad. And for the rush, it'll raise 10 stacks for all stacks buff on yourself. It is good if you can play around stacking, otherwise if you can't, you don't really need it. But I would say this is a really good support skill that gives you stacks, and Bo really loves to play around stacks, for sure. Next one, we have Green Puppeteer Xenon. It's a pass skill, it gives you Steel Fang 4 and Evasion 4. Steel Fang 4 gives you 420 flat attack when attacking with Frost Element, good for Spear, Bow and Rapier. Evasion 4, evasion rate plus 8%. It is not bad, but too small evasion unless you want to stack it with this Xenon. These can be good combo. Rush, critical damage plus 7.5%, good if you can crit. Lively Yesterday Yuki is a break skill, Frost and Dark. 20 switch gate, 20 breakage, decent. 1220% damage single target, it gives a debuff, weak thrust 3 debuff, damage done to enemy weak to thrusting plus 18% for 8 seconds. Not bad, really good as a support. Frostbite, it will frostbite 3 stack at specific rate, not bad, but this one below is much better. Turn enemy with slash element into frostbite, 5 stack for 30 seconds. This is really good. Basically, enemy that is weak to frost, you will have a 100% guarantee to give frostbite, really good. And for rush, it gives you 5% attack. This one is really good for rapier if you are tanking, or if you have any mod skill or burst skill that needs a frostbite. This one gonna be really useful for that scenario, and can be used for tanking as well. When you're farming, for example, floor 17, the Drake, applying frostbite on the Drake is really good. That means you can deal even more damage. Next one, we have powerful puppet master Clane, which is an A skill, blunt and holy. 56 switch gate, 56 breakage, pretty good. 1450% damage single target. Bonus damage plus 50% to enemy using holy skill, good. When equipping 2 or more age skill in the same set, plus 1000 attack. Really good. This is a strong ass skill, definitely better than Lifa that we saw before, the passionate Lifa. This one is the better alternative, really strong, really good. The Joy of Pulling String Sachi, spear skill, slash and dark. Switch gate her 8, break gate for 9, 700% damage single target. 2 slot bonus, attack 1000 while the buff raised dark element damage is in effect. You can see already, this is not a mod skill, awakening skill or something like that. It is just a regular skill, but this is a fodder skill, really good bonus for spear if you're building dark build. If you're not building dark build, this fodder here is pretty much useless then. A decent mod fodder for spear if you're building dark spear set. Next one, Cute Walker Koharu is a pass skill. It has advanced trooper 5, that gives you flat 420 attack. Flame conversion 4, water element damage minus 10%, and fire element damage to enemy plus 23%. Not bad skill if you need more attack, and it's an act skill, so if you're using act skill and want to have longer duration, it can be good, otherwise you don't really need it. Idle mode Asuna is a rage skill, frost and fire. It has 80% switch gate and 40 breakage, not bad, that's good. 1260% damage single target. It has 4 buffs, enhanced frost 4 and weakness attack 3. Damage done to enemy weak to frost plus 28 for 20 seconds, really good. Weakness attack 3, critical damage plus 8% for 50 seconds. Pretty good if you can crit. If you can't, you're only using this, which is still good. More than regular increase in switch gate, that's why you can see it has 80, so it's good. During rush, critical damage plus 7.5%. It is good awakening if you can crit. Next one, we have Cold Beat Xenon, which is a mod skill bow, frost and fire. So this is the other alternative mod bow, which is fire, which is better than the Cold Soloist Xenon. Much stronger, much better. Switch gauge 40, break gauge 40, not bad. 1190% damage single target. 2 slot bonus, damage plus 50% enemy when using fire skill. And when equipping 3 or more Xenon skill in the same record, attack plus 1200. As you can see, it has much better bonus than the Cold Soloist Xenon and has higher multiplier. So this one is much stronger and better than the previous Xenon mod. So it is a really good mod skill. Good for farming floor 85 Huang. And last one, the final one, finally, Off-Shot Sanya. It's a sword skill slash and earth. 112 switch gauge, really good. Break gauge 59, also good. 1240% damage, 8 single target. No wonder it has high switch gate because it has a long animation. Earth punishment, it has 8 hit. Night chill 4 buff. Own defense increase 3 stacks plus 1% per stack for 15 seconds. Not bad if you can stack it. It is a good buff, but since it has long animation, it's gonna be really hard to keep it up. Rush. When you activate your rush, you'll gain 10 more stacks on all the stacks buff on yourself. Really good awakening. So yeah, I would say this sword is decent. Use that, it has long animation. If it was short, it would be really good, but since it has long animation, it's a decent one. That was the all skills, like all 24. Wow, I finally done reviewing them. So that was the all skill. There were some decent, some good, and some bad ones. Now the question is this banner worth to someone? First, New players, do not summon, you don't really need it. Even though they are powerized here, but this is only focused on win, so you don't really need it. So new players, give it this banner, definitely not worth it unless you want to increase your skill pool or increase your collection. It is fine then. You are guaranteed to get a 4-star, so that's good value. Rerollers, there's no skill that's worth to reroll on, so you can pretty much skip. For those that need enough skills here in this banner, if you do really need the skills in this banner, you can pull it if you want. But let me tell you that all the skills that is featured right now, all of them are in the general pool. Like they are in the general pool. For example, this banner, this is the latest one. And let's say you're looking for this here, Survival Song Xenon. We'll copy that and then we're gonna search for it. There we go. You see it's in the general pool, so you have a chance to get it. Most of the skills here are in the general pool, except for I think the last 4 here, they are not in the general pool, you can't get them. But the rest, you can pretty much get them in the general pool. For example, if you want this one, a really good support skill, literally just a Yuki, you're gonna search for it. This, there we go. You see, it's in the general pool, so you have a chance to get it in randomly. So if you do need them right now, this is a good banner if you're looking for those specific skills. Otherwise, you can also get them in the free polls or in other banner where you're pulling for the future. But in the end, it's up to you if you want to pull it or not. It's a good value, has a really good skill, decent skills in there. If you don't really need them, you can pretty much save for future banner or for the 7th anniversary. It is up to you. And will I summon on this one? Not really. I don't really need any of the skills, even though there's some skills that can be really good. For example, Yuki, definitely gonna support my rapier set, but I don't really need it. So that's me. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Take care now and bye bye.